Hi there, and welcome to a very special edition of Sonya's Prep. I'm Shai, also known as Mr. Prep. I'm just kidding. You know, we've seen Sonya over the last couple of years step into the kitchen and dazzle us with her wonderful creations as she prepares delicious meal for her family and friends, and I think it's time that we give Sonya a very well-deserved break. So I wanted to step into the kitchen and to show you one of my specialties that I like to make, and that is my pecan pie. I was told that this is one of the best pecan pies that people have ever had, and I think it's time for me to share it with the world. And what better fan base than to share it with Sonya's greatest fans? So come along as I show you how I make it. First, we'll be starting by melting the butter and the sugar. In this particular recipe, I'm making it dairy-free, so I'm using Butterine. I've also used Smart Balance as well as Earth Balance or any one of these other type of oleos. It's best to let the sugar start to caramelize a little bit first and put the butter on top of the sugar like so. Melt them both over a low heat and mix constantly until they're all fully incorporated. Meanwhile, preheat your oven at 350 degrees and put in your crust so it can cook for about 10 minutes. Once the butter and the sugar have been completely melted, it's time to incorporate our corn syrup. I'm using 3/4 of a cup of dark corn syrup, and you want to mix this as fast as possible. When adding the corn syrup, we want to cool down the entire mixture. So we'll take off the pot from the fire and mix it every once in a while to avoid forming any crust on top. The next step is to add our eggs. A great tip is to scramble the eggs so that it'll completely incorporate into the syrup. You'll know that it's ready for this step when the syrup is a little bit cool. I usually touch the syrup with my finger and make sure that it's not hot to the touch. Once that's ready, I'll add the eggs, and you want to be able to mix this as quickly as possible to avoid cooking the eggs. Once the egg mixture has been completely incorporated into the syrup, add the salt. Just a dash of salt will do. At this point, we're going to be adding our primary ingredient, and that is our pecans. There are 2 cups of pecans here, but I always add a little bit more as I like it to be filled with pecans. Mix the pecans completely into the syrup and then put it back onto a medium flame for 3 minutes. Pour it into the preheated pie crust and then bake it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. When the pie is finally ready to come out, let it cool completely before putting it into the fridge. I usually like to make this a day in advance so it sets completely and is much easier to cut. I find that the best way to cut a pecan pie is with a very sharp knife. That way you don't break any of the pecans and you get the most cleanest slice possible.
Look how gorgeous! Now it's time for the taste test, which is the best part. Honey?
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. This looks so good. This is really one of my all-time favorite recipes that Shai makes.
This came out incredible. It looks amazing.
Yes.
Okay, you get the first taste test.
So, you know, I actually love the crust the most. So I usually take the crust and I give everything to Shai, the rest of it.
Very caramelized.
Yes. It's
Pecans
nice and
look amazing.
chewy.
You ready?
Yes.
Wow.
So good. You did such a good job.
Not overly sweet. Crispy. Delicious.
Wow.
Unbelievable. You've got to try it.
You've got to try it. Thanksgiving is coming up. It's the perfect recipe. You guys, show him some love. He was so nervous doing this, but you did a great job.
Did you enjoy the break?
I enjoyed the break. Who doesn't enjoy a break? It was lovely. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Happy Thanksgiving from our family to yours.
Creative creations of food. Creative creations? No!
Can I keep the
No.
Can I keep the outtakes?
We'll see. So let's get on with the recipe. Let's get on with the recipe. So come and join me as I show you how I make the pecan pie.
Do it again.
What do you think?